guys, welcome to Crush Carb, where we crush carbs, not flavors. If you're craving something cozy, creamy, and packed with flavor, then you're in for a treat. Today, I'm making one of my favorite soups that you can enjoy all year round, and that is my low-carb chicken Florentine soup. What I love about the soup is that it's rich and creamy, but still very light and healthy. It's absolutely delicious and perfect to enjoy at any time of day, whether it's a chilly evening or you just want to have a quick lunch. So stick around because not only is it tasty, it's also super easy to make. So let's get cooking. So I have here 1 tablespoon of butter. I like to use butter spread, but you can use whatever you like to use. But you want to make sure that you do use butter because you get really good flavor of it from the soup. So you don't want to use like olive oil, for example, because you're not going to pull off that same flavor. So to this, I'm going to be adding 4 cloves of minced garlic. You just want to cook the garlic until you smell the aroma of the garlic. So make sure it doesn't get burned. You just want to saute it and let it cook until you just smell that aroma. And it just takes just a few seconds. I can smell the garlic. It smells so good. So now we're going to be adding our next ingredient, and that is onions. So I have here 1/2 of a large onion, and these are white onions. You can use whatever onions you want to use, but I do prefer using the white onions because they pull off really good flavor in this soup. So you just want to saute the onions until they're lightly golden brown. You want to get that flavor from the caramelized onions. This will just take about 2 to 3 minutes, not too long. All right, our onions are nicely golden brown. They are perfect. This is exactly what you're looking for. So next we're going to be adding heavy cream. So we're just going to be adding 1 cup of heavy cream. It's very important you have that right ratio of heavy cream and broth, which is what we're also going to be adding, because all you need is just 1 cup of heavy cream and you're going to be adding 4 cups of broth. So that's why I said the soup is creamy but yet very light, because you're not adding too much cream. You're adding more broth than the cream. So you want to make sure you have that 1-to-4 ratio. Alrighty, so we got our 1 cup of heavy cream here. Next, we're going to be adding our broth. So I like to use chicken broth, but if you are a vegetarian, you can make the soup completely vegetarian. So instead of the chicken, you can just add your choices of veggies, and you can use vegetable broth instead. But if you are adding chicken in here, then I do suggest you using the chicken broth because it pulls out very good flavor. So we're going to be adding 4 cups of the chicken broth. We got our 4 cups of chicken broth, and we're just gonna give this all a stir. Now I'm gonna raise the heat back to medium heat and give this all a mix. So while I have the soup on medium heat, I'm going to be adding a few other ingredients, and the first is going to be chicken. So I have here ground chicken that I have prepared ahead of time. You can use whatever chicken of your preference. I just like to use ground chicken because it's so quick and easy to make, and I just love the flavor of ground chicken, especially in this soup. So how you can make this is that in some butter spread, you're going to add the ground chicken, and you're just going to cook it until it turns white. And then for seasonings, all you're adding is cumin powder, salt, black pepper, and chili powder. And that's my basic recipe for ground chicken that I like to use in a lot of my recipes. So you can add however much chicken you want to add. It's totally up to your preference. If you like to have a lot of chicken, you can add a lot. If you don't like too much, you can add a lesser amount. I'm just adding just normal amount that I like. And next, I'm going to be adding half a teaspoon of salt, just salt to taste. Totally up to your preference of how much salt you want to add. And next, I have your 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Adds really good flavor, so make sure you do add that. And then I have here half a teaspoon of granulated garlic powder. This adds more flavor to your soup, so I highly recommend you add this as well. It pulls off really good garlic flavor. And give this all a mix. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So next I'm going to be adding one of my favorite ingredients of this soup, and that is my secret ingredient, which is artichoke antipesto. I love this ingredient. This is so delicious, and it takes the soup to a next level. So this is available in different brands. I have this from the Caramia brand. You can find this readily in grocery stores nearby. This is so delicious. So I definitely recommend adding this. So all you're going to be adding is 3 teaspoons of this paste. Whenever I'm buying sauces and paste from grocery stores, I always check the ingredients because I always like to buy those that have very minimal ingredients because they have very less preservatives and they're healthier to use. So always check out those ingredients. Alrighty, and now we're going to be adding our last ingredient, which is spinach. So I have here chopped spinach. So the amount is up to you on how much you want to add. But if you do like a lot of spinach, you have to remember that you got to add more spinach than the quantity that you would want because as it cooks, the quantity does reduce. I love spinach. So you see me adding a lot because this is like another favorite ingredient of this soup for me. I'm going to give this all a mix. You just want to cook the spinach. It doesn't take long at all. It'll wilt instantly. Just look at that green color. This looks so delicious and it looks so healthy. Oh my gosh. So you just want to let this simmer on low to medium heat just for about 5 minutes just to get all those flavors infused of the chicken, that antipasto that we added, the artichokes, and the spinach. So just about 5 minutes and your soup will be ready. Look at that. The soup is boiling. I can smell the artichokes, the garlic. Oh my gosh. And by now the chicken flavor has infused in the soup as well. That's it. It just takes about 5 minutes. You just want to simmer on medium heat, uncovered. Doesn't take long at all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my gas off because my soup is ready. Wow. Just look at that. So creamy, so comforting. I can eat this like every day. This is like just one of those soups that just hits the spot no matter what time of the year it is. So here we go. Low-Carb Chicken Florentine Soup is ready. It was that quick to make and it's super easy. You can make this at any time of the day because it takes just minutes to make this. I love pairing this with a slice of low-carb garlic bread, or you can do a toasted keto baguette on the side. It's just that perfect cozy meal. So whether it's lunch, dinner, or you just want a quick meal prep for the week, this soup just never gets old. So now it's time to taste. Wow. Look at the chicken, look at the spinach. You can see the onions. Oh my gosh. And when you taste this, the artichoke antipasto, oh my goodness. It is just super delicious. I'm telling you, it's like one of my favorite ingredients for this soup. Wow. Delicious. Hot. Just like how you want a soup to be. Amazing as always. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Crush Carb. Try it out and let me know in the comments below how you liked it. So until next time, let's keep cooking, experimenting, and as always, let's keep crushing carbs.